A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a surprising turn of events, the U.S. Supreme Court has effectively halted the establishment of the nation's first religious charter school in Oklahoma due to a deadlocked 4-4 vote. This ruling leaves intact a previous decision by the Oklahoma Supreme Court, which determined that the proposed Catholic charter school, St. Isidore of Seville, would violate the constitutional principle of separation of church and state. The case has drawn significant attention and controversy, as it touches on the intricate balance between educational funding and religious freedom. Justice Amy Coney Barrett recused herself from the case, resulting in the tie. The implications of this decision extend beyond Oklahoma, as it sets a precedent regarding the funding of religiously affiliated educational institutions across the country. The controversy began when two Catholic dioceses in Oklahoma sought to create a publicly funded charter school that would incorporate Catholic teachings into its curriculum. Proponents argued that such a school would provide parents with more educational choices, while opponents raised concerns about the potential for taxpayer dollars to fund a religious institution, thereby infringing upon the separation of church and state as outlined in the Constitution. During the oral arguments held earlier this year, there appeared to be a split among the justices, with some expressing openness to the idea of allowing religious charter schools funded by taxpayer dollars. However, the unexpected tie has left many advocates for religious charter schools disheartened. Chief Justice John Roberts, who has previously indicated that states should not discriminate against religious groups, seemed uncertain during discussions about whether Oklahoma's law, which applies exclusively to public schools, could be interpreted to include religiously affiliated institutions. The decision not only impacts the immediate future of St. Isidore of Seville but also raises broader questions about the role of religion in public education. Advocates for church-state separation argue that charter schools are inherently public and should not be allowed to operate under a religious mandate. They believe that allowing taxpayer funding for religious schools could lead to a slippery slope where public funds are used to promote specific religious ideologies. Despite this setback, the issue of religious charter schools remains unresolved. Legal experts suggest that future cases could potentially revisit this contentious topic, especially if Justice Barrett chooses to participate in subsequent deliberations. The Supreme Court's decision is a significant moment in the ongoing debate over the intersection of education, funding, and religious freedom in America. As the nation watches closely, this ruling serves as a reminder of the complexities involved in balancing individual rights with constitutional principles. The implications of this case will likely resonate in future discussions about educational policy and the role of religion in public life. For now, Oklahoma's efforts to establish the first religious charter school have been thwarted, but the conversation surrounding this issue is far from over. The Supreme Court's decision will undoubtedly be a focal point for both sides of the debate as they prepare for what may come next in the evolving landscape of education and religious freedom in America. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.